Hello guys and welcome back to episode 4 of the FJZad Hardcore Iron Man series. I hope you guys have been enjoying. Thank you so much. We nearly hit 1,000 subscribers and 7,000 views on the first video, so unbelievable. We've had a massive reach, which I'd never expected, and you know, shout out to my 0.5% female viewers. You're keeping the diversity going. Last episode we did loads of whirly gigs, loads of baseline building. This episode we're doing a bit more of that, but then we dive into combat towards the end. Can't wait to get into it. Let's go. One way I've been taking advantage of these signs of the porter that I've been getting from the hunter is doing archaeology excavations for materials. One thing that's very different on an Iron Man versus the main account is that you can't just obviously buy the materials to restore the damaged artifacts you get from archaeology. So there is occasionally some time where you have to run and go to the, you know, Samite silk spot, the Hellfire metal, whatever secondary material you need, because you don't necessarily gather as much as you need whilst excavating for the artifacts. And that is like, it's absolutely fine, but the sign of the porters make it way less painful, because otherwise my inventory would be getting full and I'd have to be running to the bank every time, and depending on the spot, that really sucks. Here, I'm going to be honest, it's just out of laziness, but I've got so many signs from doing so many whirly gigs, so it's really not a problem. Right, talking to Trader Stan here, I needed to collect soapstone for archaeology, and I just needed to go to the Ark area, so now we've done the quest, impressing the locals. Charge this with divine, 42k XP, lovely. Oh, nice, I got the Harlequin cow. I need that for the Zami mystery. Let's go. Our city quest complete, and there should be an engram near where I'm sat. Oh, down the path from here. I'm going to be heading over to the divination locations to charge up all of these engrams that I can do. I think a couple I'm going to be limited because of my level, like the incandescent energy one. I should probably just put that straight in the bank. But everything else I should be able to do. I just need more of these memory strands. All right, here we are. We have 5 engrams fully charged. I'm going to be honest, it took me absolutely ages to do that. I got a whole divination level and a half just training at the Canopus spot at Lustrous Energies just to get the memory shards. The energies I've got here are actually mostly from the Wilderness Flash events, which is really nice, but these memory strands, you have to be training a bit of divination to be collecting those. So if we talk to all of Fairweather here, we say, hey, I've charged this, I've charged this. 173k XP, and now we're 2 caches off of 80 for invention. That's fucking crazy. Hey, there we go. Nice. Claim reward. And then what we want is we want raw sharks, and then we can do the Fremennik trial quest. We just need one of these raw sharks for it. Right, so we open up the tool belt here. Just a reminder for anyone. You can remove your pickaxe, you can equip it, and then you can do extra damage because you have a weapon with you. Completing the Fremennik Trials quest.
Oh, yeah.
3 quest points, and like, why are they all XP lamps? Why didn't I just give me the XP? I can't seem to find the clip of me explaining this, but I completely pivoted. I got bored one night and decided, you know what, I want to unlock player-owned ports. It's really important to do. It's a time-gated thing. You need 90 in one of the skills on the screen to do it. I decided on thieving because it's basically just the fastest skill to 90, and I thought over the next 2 days I'm just going to smash that out. I don't know why I had that feeling, because it's definitely not normal for me, but I decided to take it, embrace it, and move on. So the next clips, I'm going to be doing a lot of thieving. Oh, these DDoSes, man. First level of many on the way to 90. 60 thieving. Oh, yeah. Here we go. We should have 62 thieving. And we've unlocked Misthalin safes, which I need to do a quest for, I think. But then we're going to start doing crazy levels of thieving XP. Troll Stronghold completed. And that's Herblore XP. And controversially, Agility XP after that. Bang. Mini quest done, and now we can do Safecracking. So we need to go back in here and buy some stuff, but then we should be able to actually participate in Safecracking. And that will literally be the rest of my day. Safecracking is a very active method of thieving, which basically involves you finding safes which are located in mostly people's houses across the map of Runescape. You go in, you click on the safe to start the safecracking process. When the safe shakes or lights up in blue like you can see in the background, you click within like 2 ticks and it will go to the next stage of cracking it open and give you a big XP burst. In between the big XP bursts, you get 5 XP just rolling from using your stethoscope. There are lots of safes located around the RuneScape map. At 62, you do the Misthalin safes, which are in Lumbridge, Varrock, and Draenor. At 69, you do the Caridian ones, which are in Alcarid, Menaphos, and Polnivnich. At 76, you do Asgarnia, which is in Falador, Berthorpe, and Port Sarim. And then at 83, finally, you do Kandarin, which is between Ardoin and Yanil. Once you open a safe, you cannot open it again for 5 minutes, and post 90, I think it's 10 minutes. So you need to find a route around the map that goes between the selection of safes that give you the best XP, and this changes depending on what your level is. This 5-minute counter is active whilst you are online. You cannot log out for 5 minutes and log back in. The safe will still have 5 minutes left on it, basically. One lower effort version of Safecracking is not clicking every time it lights up. You actually have like a 1 in 3 chance that it will just automatically go to the next stage. Don't quote me on that, but it's something like that. At least it feels like it. So if you were kind of semi-focusing on it, you would be punished in your XP rates, but you'd still get pretty exceptionally good rates. Oh fuck, that's a lot more XP than I expected. 24k. Holy shit. Wow. Okay. Every time you get a full loot bag, you get 25k XP. And I'm assuming you get bigger loot bags as you go. That's insane. This is going to be so fast. 65 thieving. We can now head up to some different safes. There's some in Varrock that I can do now. Oh, there's 3 safes in here. That's really nice. So I think we just got a new route, but we needed 65 thieving to open this door. We didn't actually need it for the safes themselves. We just got ourselves 500 pilfer points. So if we go to Dodgy Derek over here, we can go to the reward shop and get ourselves the medium loot bag. Basically just upgrades our small one. So we don't have to come back here as often, and we get more XP per filled package. 70 thieving. We can now gather camouflage fragments, which will be ready for when we get invention. Right, we got our first medium bag filled. That felt like it took forever in comparison. Handing into Robin here, we get 35k XP, 53k gold for a medium bag. It's looking good. I think we need 1,000 pilfer points for the large bag, so we'll get around to it at some point. And when I say some point, I do definitely mean today. I'm probably going to be... It's 4 p.m. in-game now, and I'm probably going until about midnight in-game, so we'll see where we get to. 75. Boom, there we go. 76 thieving, and we can move to the next area of safes, which is around Berthorpe, Falador, and Port Sarim. 81 thieving. That's where we break, because this, as much as it's fast, it's not the most engaging. Here we are, final safe to be getting to 83, which is our RD safe area. The Kandarin safes, which are in Yanil and RD. XP's about to spike up, but that last little bit was a bit of a struggle, only because I've been sat here doing it back to back. Into Dodgy Derek, we're gonna get ourselves a large sack. There we go. Right, this one here will be 84, and that's gonna be the final amount I do today. It's about half midnight right now in game. I've been going since about 3 p.m. Obviously with some breaks because I'm not a maniac. But 84, here it is. You can see sometimes you just get unlucky and the safe doesn't proc. There it is. Boom. 84 thieving. And we are leaving. We ended up not playing the day after, but we just did another massive session of thieving. And I've got a large bag and 31k XP left. So we're going to hand in here 100k XP and 90 thieving. And now we can go to the ports in Port Sarim and start exploring and getting everything done. Huge level, and I've literally done nothing else on Runescape for the last 2 days I've been playing. Right here, the Ports Adventurer, the Convict, that's what I needed to unlock. There are multiple ones in the game, but this is the kind of fastest one to get to, like I think I've explained before. The thieving skill is just so quick to get to 90. Hunter, I think, was my other option that I was going to go for, but decided on thieving because at least we made a bit of money on the way, and in the future we have some really good AFK methods to kind of train and get seeds, money, whatever I might need. So some of you are probably wondering, why now? Why player imports now? I've seen the rewards. It's scrimshaws and tier 85 defensive armors. You can't use any of that yet. What's the point? Well, you'll find with player imports that you send off missions every day. It's kind of like an idle mobile game. You manage resources and a ship, you send them off for missions, and they have varying levels of success. When you send these off, they can take from 29 minutes to when you start, all the way up to like an entire day. This means for you to complete the whole of player import, it can actually take you months and months and months before you can get any of the good rewards that are actually beneficial to the account. So that's why basically had to rush it in order to not be missing out due to time-gated stuff in a couple of months' time when I actually want the items from this minigame. Big moment here. Getting 80 divination. 1 of 3 things done for invention. Oh wow, look at combat achievement for that terribly slow kill. Beginner and novice speed killer. Kill mole solo in less than 5 minutes. What the fuck type of task is that? Wow, 50 defense and 3 numbing roots. Right, we're heading straight to the Champions Guild to buy ourselves some Mystic. Can you not buy the top here? Who's gatekeeping the top? We're no longer a purple bandit. We're now the blue bandit. Yeah, I don't really have a loot tab because I've killed nothing. I guess we make the loot tab. There we go, the red d'hide, the mole skin, they can go in there. First loot tab, starting to fill up. There we go. This is gonna be ginormous one day, but right now, not so much. I'm out of voyages. I'm all out. New voyages in 2 hours. I've been too good at my ports today. Yeah, that's the first time and only time that'll ever be the case for me. I can guarantee it. Woo! Oh, we've unlocked the next zone. Yeah, baby. The hook. Do we get new voyages because of that? No. Okay, still gotta wait till tomorrow. 50 necro from that guy? There we go, 50 necromancy. So that's where we'll be going to today. Tier 50 gear. And the thing that sucks with this fight is it constantly teleports. Like, what are you doing? Get back here. Get back here. There we go. Nice. We go. Haunted Mine quest completed. 22k strength XP lamp. That's huge. That gets us 5 strength levels, and we can also use our Dragon Slayer lamp now as well, and gets us some salve shards, which we can make a salve amulet with. Hey, Rune Mythos completed, and a new incantation, and also lesser bone shield, which is, you know, massive. A view to die for. To be fair, it does look really good. Solid job on this city, Jagex. That's the easy underworld tasks completed. Underworld Grimoire 1 and an antique lamp, which we're going to put on agility. This now picks up all of our ashes and sends them to the bank. That's the tier 30 upgrade for Necromancy done, and we're going to get the tasks for tier 40 afterwards as well. So for the next one, we just need to do 50 undead creatures killed or 5 lesser communions. I'm going to do the lesser communions AFK and build up my soul stacks as well. Yeah, look. Oh, yeah, here. That's so good. I got an uncut moonstone from it's from clicking the Wandering Soul. It says, look, the following reward is added to the ritual chest: big bones and uncut moonstone. That is so good. Right, so we're currently getting the Necromancy tier 50 armor. One of the steps is to get the Necromancer flippers. These are dropped from Mogers from Mud Skipper Point, which is just here on the map, south of Port Sarim. We got to use fishing explosives, which you buy from a Slayer Master, and we throw them into the water, and then we fight the Mogers. We throw them into this bubbling, ominous fishing spot, and then we should... Oh, maybe not. Maybe I've done it wrong. Wait, just in case any of you get confused by this, you have to talk to Skippy, who is along the coast here somewhere, and you have to do a Moga mini quest, which I have definitely not done. Okay, we got the flippers, but we haven't got the Necromancy flippers. Okay, there we go, the Necromancer's flippers. So these are 1 in 5, and these are 1 in 64. The Necromancer flippers are 1 in 5, and the regular flippers are 1 in 64, and we got the regular ones first, so I guess that's cool. I guess. Yeah, look at that. Look at those. There we go. Killy is teaching us the tier 50 stuff, and then we won't be able to do another mission until we get level 60 Necromancy, and I think defense as well.